Hey guys, so here I am out in the old Subaru again. Last night I ran into a fuel pump problem, and so I'm going to get into that here. A few years ago we got stuck on Route 4, and fortunately there was a mechanic nearby, and he gave me some tips on how to get the car started. What would happen is the car would run really rough, and then it would stall out, and you had absolutely no throttle response. You'd push the gas pedal and nothing would happen, and then eventually it would stall. And his solution was to take the tire iron and bang on the fuel tank a bit. And he said that sometimes the fuel pump gets an intermittent condition, and by banging on the fuel tank you vibrate the fuel pump and it gets it to work again, at least temporarily. Well, that worked, and it did get us home, and so that was a wonderful thing. And then I had a local shop do the repair on it and replace the fuel pump. And so now here I am a few years later, and I've got the same problem. And by banging on the fuel tank I could get the car to run again, and I ordered up a new fuel pump from AutoZone, and it turned out that the problem went away. And so I just kept driving the car and just kept the fuel pump in the house, waiting for the day when it finally died. And so last night that happened, and boy, banging on the fuel tank really didn't seem to be doing any good at all. So I went in the back here and took the access plate off of the where the fuel pump is, and banged around that area, being careful not to bang the electrical connection or the fuel lines. And I was able to get the car started, but then it would run rough again after about 30 seconds or so, and then it would stall out. And this happened a few times, and finally I got it to run reliably so that I could get it halfway home. And then I had to repeat the procedure again to get the rest of the way home. So let me see if I can get this thing started, and I'll show you what it sounds like when it's running like crap, and then we'll go ahead and start with the repair. When you try to use the gas pedal, it just doesn't do well. Running real rough. The exhaust smells really nasty. So this is this is what it sounds like when your fuel pump is developing problems. And when this happens, you're pretty much stuck wherever you are. But now I'm going to show you how you can sometimes get yourself out of this problem, at least temporarily, to get yourself back on the road and to some place where you can do the repair, or to get yourself to a repair shop, or just someplace safe to have your car. Oh man, listen to that. That really sounds terrible. Alright, I'm going to shut it off and we'll go around to the other side of the car. Alright, so now I'm on the passenger side of the car, by the back door, and I've got my tire iron. And what you want to do is get down here under the car, and right up here is my hand. Right up here is the fuel tank, and the fuel pump is right inside the fuel tank there, toward the front of it. And we take the tire iron and we bang. Let's see if I can do this and hold the camera at the same time. You're gonna bang right up around here. just like that. Then hopefully, if all goes well, still not running really smooth. Man, that exhaust smells terrible. And gas pedal doesn't do anything at this point. It's running like crap. Yeah, he's trying to push the gas pedal and doesn't respond, just tries to stall out. So that's that. So hopefully, if your fuel pump goes bad, banging on the gas tank like that will get things working. It has worked for me in the past, but it's not working now. So next we'll go to the next step. Okay, and the next step is this. You go into the back of the car here, put down the back seat, and peel back the carpet as best you can, and move this thing out of the way. Obviously the little fastener here has been removed and not replaced, I guess by the guys who replaced the fuel pump the last time. And here's the access cover, and below this is where the fuel pump mounts into the gas tank. So to open that up, you're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver. I got one right here. Phillips head screwdriver, and you remove the 4 screws on the corners. I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've taken out the screws and uncovered the top of the gas tank here. Last night, when beating on the bottom of the gas tank didn't work, I decided to go to the top side and see what I could make happen here. And so this here is the top plate of the gas tank. Right under here is the fuel pump and the fuel gauge float. By removing all these screws, you can take this thing out and replace the fuel pump, and of course I'm going to show you that in the next video. So what I did last night was I would beat here and here and here. Obviously you don't want to be hitting the fuel lines or the electrical connection. So you can again, we're just trying to create a vibration in there to fix up whatever it is that gets screwed up in the fuel pump by whacking at it. Now, it took me a bit to get this to work last night, but it did, and it got me home. So let's see how well it works for me today. There we go. Now she's running right. You can hear it. The idle's nice and smooth. And when I hit the gas, good throttle response. So that took care of the problem. So there you have it then. I've got the car running. So the fuel pump problem has been, again, temporarily fixed. But at this point, I'm going to change the fuel pump with the new one that I got from AutoZone. And then hopefully I won't see this problem, well, ever again. But if it does raise its ugly head once again in the future, again, I know how to get out of it. So always a good idea to have a tire iron and a Phillips head screwdriver in your car in case you have to do this quickie fix. So that's it for this video. If you have any comments, of course, leave them down below there, and I'll answer them if I can. If you like, subscribe to my videos so you'll be notified, I guess, whenever I post something new. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video, where I'll be changing out the fuel pump on this. I'll give you a step-by-step on how I change out the fuel pump, and hopefully that'll make your job a little bit easier if you decide to change your own fuel pump on your Subaru. So till then, enjoy your life.